Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Speaking of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler V, series V's I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. Stuff I drink stuff, then folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's oddly warm for early March, so this seemed like an appropriate treat to get. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I am wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my brand spanking new DBZ shirt. A little bit somber on this one. I bought this one because I enjoy some Dragon Ball Z. Certainly grew up with it. The only other shirt that I have, though, out of my giant cavalcade of shirts, is a Dragon Ball shirt, because I'm more of a Dragon Ball fan than, like, Z or Super or any of that stuff. But I do enjoy some Z. Sadly, at the time I'm doing this, just, not even 2 weeks ago, the Dragon Ball creator, Akira Toriyama, he sadly passed away, 68 years old. And, like, a day after that announcement was made, I was out at like Target and they had a shirt and it just, it all synced up. And, yeah, man, it's fucking, I'm more than happy to go over there and rep some DBZ. Like I said, even if Dragon Ball is more my bag, I ain't gonna lie, watching DBZ is still a shitload of fun to this day. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it, like I said, it's early March and it's 70 degrees out. So, I finally took this opportunity. I've been meaning to hit this place up forever. Where is it? It's a place called Gina's. Gina's Hot Dogs. Sometimes Gina Hot Dogs I saw online. It was like Gina's Hot Dogs, beef, Italian ice, all that stuff. They're a local spot. What with it being a local spot, by the way, this and my next two reviews, because I am reviewing a couple other things after this, they're going to end up in my Eating Out Illinois playlist. That is a playlist for just Illinois spots, just places, go over there, give them a little bit of a highlight. This place has been recommended to me. One of the things that they very proudly proclaim is their Italian ice. I haven't had Italian ice in I don't know how long, let alone proper Italian ice. So, this is their lemon Italian ice. They have a number of different flavors. I figured I'd give it a go. So let's get a thing for the thing. Ha 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 ha! Yeah. I mean, Italian ice isn't the sexiest looking thing, but who gives a fuck as long as it's good. Alright. Ooh, you can see like it's actually got like a full-on like lemon thing in there. Ooh, fancy. Ooh. Okay. I can see why they're proud of this. Oh, man. Like I said, they had other flavors available, but for me, when I think Italian ice, I always think lemon. That's always my go-to. And I don't know, maybe that makes me basic. I don't give a damn. I love Italian ice. This is super good. It's just, Italian ice is one of those things. It's certainly in a family of like things that are somewhat similar, but Italian ice, like something about the texture, the way the flavor carries, it's so unique to it. Nothing else quite hits like a proper Italian ice, and this is proper. You can tell this is, actually made by people who know what they're doing. And this is super tasty. It's nice. It's cool. It's got the citrus hit. It's not. And when you get like the little pieces of the lemon, like the proper pieces of the lemon, that's when it really hits. Because not only do you get a little bit, you get the lemon itself, you also get like almost a tiny bit of the rind kind of thing. And so you get like an extra hit of the lemon, and then you also get like a tiny bit of bitterness from the rind. So it's cool. It creates like these, nice contrasting flavors. If you watch my show, I like contrasting flavors a lot. That's definitely when it's best. I've never had that before. I've had Italian ice before, but I've never had it like with like some of the fruit actually left inside. That is really cool. Oh, that's so good, man. Seriously. Italian ice is one of those things where it's kind of amazing that it's not more prevalent. And I don't know if that's just because maybe it is seen as being a little bit too basic, in terms of like the flavors that it's presenting. But I think this really goes to show that, it doesn't take a lot to go over there, give it just a little extra something, and, all of a sudden, I mean, I still think it's a great fucking treat regardless, but, just amp it up just a little bit, And as much as I enjoy some ice cream, and you folks know, man, you've seen me review ice cream stuff, much as I love ice cream, on a hot day, and today isn't hot, but it's warmer than I personally like, especially for early March. Although to be fair, it's a little bit of a nice break. Excuse me. For me personally, hot day, nice Italian ice, that is always going to be a better combo than an ice cream on a hot day. Much as I enjoy some ice cream, and I think a lot of that just comes down to, it's that ice, so it's borderline, Slurpee, basically, just held together stronger. But it's nice, it melts, it has that nice, kind of refreshing aspect to it. And I think that's a really extra cool thing about Italian ice. It's nice, it's cold, it melts really nicely, and you just get that lovely hit of lemon. It's really good. I like it a lot. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, for me personally, I'm going to go with yes and yes. Seriously. I think, Italian ice is something that I don't get it a lot. There's not too many places that just, Italian ice. But this is a spot that's, not exactly like right around the corner from me, but it's not super far out of my way. It's nice to know that it's here and that it's, it's available. And I think for me, yeah, man, I would definitely, if I was just in the mood for some Italian ice and I was like in a, kind of localish area, I think I would definitely hit this place up again. Because not only for option's sake, but on top of that, like I said, I really like what they did with it, with like the fruit inside. It's just a tasty Italian ice and it's good. And I personally dig it. If I'm recommending it, I mean, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination Italian ice aficionado guy, clearly. So, if you've got a favorite spot or something like that, I can't say if Gina's will compare or exceed or whatever. All I can tell you is that for me, enjoying Italian ice as I do, semi, not too regularly, but here and there, this hits all the points that I want it to hit. It's nice, it's refreshing, it's got nice flavor to it, and then like I said, I like the addition of the fruit inside. I think that's a cool little add-on, and, I just think it's really good. So I think that if you happen to be, kind of, again, localish area, it's a warm day or something like that especially, get in there. Maybe I'll try out the other flavors eventually. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly proper Italian ice-tastic rest of your life. I wonder where Italian ice, like how that originated. Like, is that like the Italian beef thing, where like, you put Italian on it, but then like it's mostly kind of like a Chicago thing, It's like, I don't know. I can't imagine though. Italian ice has got to be lots of places. But then I thought that about Italian beef too. I was like, oh, everybody's got to have Italian beef. And it's like, no, it's mostly a Chicago thing. It's like, how do you people even live with yourselves? Just living in abject ignorance of what could have been for you. Anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, Not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it, I live it, I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we deal with those situations, it's important, at least when we can, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you have a particular, favorite frosted treat that you enjoy on the warmer days. Let me know. Hit me up in the comments section. I would genuinely love to hear about it. Could always be suggestions for things that I could try later on. I do try to do fan suggestions, by the way, if you want to go over there and comment something. One place I really want to hit up, if I can find one, and that's going to be hard, I think, is a Tasty Freeze, because I grew up with a Tasty Freeze in what I, affectionately refer to as my hometown, and I haven't been to one in many, many years. But, at the very least, I have places like Gina's here that can go over there and tide me over with some very tasty Italian ice. Anyway, bye!